stuck in a situation where you feel like you don't want to do anything, you don't like doing anything, you're kind of always itchy, and well, you kind of feel also depressed on top of everything, you know. You feel like probably life hasn't been offering much. Well, this last part is kind of a bit of an illusion in a way, because life offers you all the possibilities. But the problem is you're going through so much chaos that, well, you're closing yourself to those possibilities. Now, if you're feeling most of those things that I stated before, the only thing that you have achieved is reaching a certain height when it comes to internal struggle. See, internal struggle is far more energy consuming than probably even your job. Because, well, the energy that you get from your sleep should be enough for many of the jobs out there. Some jobs, and especially toxic environments, can be more demanding than the energy that you have, but you've been going through that for probably a lot of time. The problem is the internal struggles that you have are simply ripping you apart. Because when ideas struggle one against the other, when ideas conflict one another, when your mind is always a mess that creates more and more ideas that have or serve no other purpose than to fight one another, well, you're making more confusion out of yourself. And since the mind is all about logics and trying to put things in order, well, the problem is the mind as a designer of ideas belongs to the element of chaos. People simply kind of do not understand this or probably do not care much, but the mind simply is a creator, right? It does not equate the power of the creator, but it is on its own a creator. It creates all sorts of thoughts, it maintains your ideas, and it feeds those with energy. Now the point, well, to a certain extent, yes. Because those are like cycles. They will repeat and repeat and repeat. The mind doesn't feed them with energy unless you think about them. And you feed them, not the mind. I'm a bit wrong in here. But the more you think about the ideas that constantly go in your mind, the stronger you make them. You add them an extra layer and an extra layer. And a lot of ideas are contrasting because every time you're met with the reality, a part of you simply longs for an idea of comfort zone. So you tend more and more, as you're tending towards that comfort zone, you're also tending to shut yourself down to everything that is challenging you. In a way, kind of accepting death in your life. Because death means stagnancy. Death means, well, you gave up on life. When you look at people who gave up on life, you see that they don't do anything. They're basically prosophobic. They hate any sense of improvement, any sense of evolution, development of the self, improvement of the self. They just prefer to stagnate and, well, they still hope that God or perhaps some other human will solve all their problems. But we all know it's kind of not worth even attempting that because they get too stuck in the idea that they shouldn't be doing anything, and, the worst of them all, they're not worthy of anything new. The internal struggle begins with all sorts of ideas. You trying your talents and seeing that you're doing somewhat good, but at the same time are being contrasted by all sorts of idiotic people and toxic people around you who've been telling you that it's not worth, you're not going to make it. And if you look at the mind and how most of the people around you function, they've definitely programmed you to think anything you would try to do, you're already going to have dozens of ideas on how to sabotage it, right? This is how a sick society controls you. Through making use of the confusion against you, through making use of shame and guilt. Because when you're in a toxic environment and you want to do something for yourself, well, everyone will be pissed because, how dare you do something for yourself? And, well, when you do things for yourself, you're not going to give the others too much attention. But everyone else is, at the same time, the best example of what they don't like. Because they want all the other people's attention on their own. That's why they victimize and complain and such. But when you want to do something for yourself, it's like, how dare you? right? So they don't want people to give attention to anything else, right? They want all the attention on themselves. But when you take that part as an example and you want to give yourself some attention, they get pissed, right? All these contrasting ideas creates, conflicts within you as well, because you want to spend some time with those people so that you don't feel alone, but at the same time your inner self craves loneliness, because in a world of fake artists, people who don't care about you, they just function in society as slaves just to numb you down. Those people, they're slaves. Slaves never matter in a society. They're just replaceable material. And they're, in a way, brainwashing you into supporting those fake idols, right? When you support fake idols, what happens? Well, you also suffer, right? You suffer. And because a part of you, the morality, the true morality, the natural morality within you will be against the such. And you're going to be confused. Why is society promoting this? But, your morality is against it. Even children are against a lot of things. But if that's the only thing they see around, well, they will simply focus more on that because they are programmed to believe that that is the only way to live life. But the natural morality is something that you're always going to be connected to. You cannot escape it. So anything bad that you do, you're going to be pulled back to that because you have the creator's structure in you. It's not going to be able to be destroyed in any way, shape, or form. You can pervert it by doing the opposite, but you're going to create pain and confusion within your body because your body is also created as an idea of the creator. It brims with, the designs of what I call natural memory, right? Everything that you should do that is connected to nature, not against nature, right? What I call natural karma, because your evolution is based on that. It's not something that you can simply remove, try as you may. The more you act against what your body tells you is good, well, you'll see there is confusion, right? A lot of people, when they breathe, your body was designed to breathe till the full capacity of your lungs so that you fill them with air, right? That air is basically life. When you're breathing in superficially, you're literally telling your body that it is not worthy of life, so it will live in a very abandoned state. You are perpetrating the illusion of abandonment, right? It's actually not necessarily an illusion in a lot of people's cases because many adults have children, but they're not mature enough to take care of children. So their old children will probably end up feeling abandoned, right? Malnourished. When people eat, they usually overeat. And when they eat, their mind is scattered all around. They're not receiving the food as they should. They're not receiving the food as a reward of their hard work, as a reward of life, because food should be life that you put into your body to make it more lively, not death that you put into your body to make it feel even duller, even more stagnant, right? You're not taking enough rest. You're not taking enough leisure because you need to walk leisurely, not just walk because you should. Just walk to work, then walk to the market, take stuff that you need and get back home, right? All this comfort zone is killing a lot of people because, especially as a man, you are built for adventure. You are built to explore. You are built to go around the world. You are built for challenges. But this whole society is just about keeping you simply stuck. The biggest problem is all that you are tending towards nowadays, especially through the sick society, is more and more comfort. You are not built for comfort. You are built for challenges. And when you are trying something new, when you're trying to deal with any problem, you revert to that which you have been programmed the most, that you are not worthy of change, right? When you feel that you are not worthy of change or anything new, you will stagnate, and stagnation is the cousin of death. Hopefully this video raised a bit of awareness. You are appreciated. Take care, and all these being said, have an awesome day. Ferenc Board signing out.